Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the best movie content on the internet. Today, we're counting down the top 10 movies from one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Martin Scorsese. From his early days in New Hollywood to his recent masterpieces, Scorsese has left an indelible mark on cinema. So without further ado, let's dive into our list. Boston cop Billy Castigan goes undercover to infiltrate the organization of gangland Chef Frank Costello. As Billy gains the mobster's trust, a career criminal named Colin Sullivan infiltrates the police department and reports on its activities to his syndicate bosses. When both organizations learn they have a mole in their midst, Billy and Colin must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives.
At your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals. Today, what I'm saying is this. When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
Number 9. The Aviator, 2004. The film stars are Leonardo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, and Kate Beckinsale. Billionaire and aviation tycoon Howard Hughes is a successful public figure, a director of big-budget Hollywood films such as Hell's Angels, a passionate lover of Hollywood leading ladies Katharine Hepburn and Ava Gardner, and an aviation pioneer who helps build TWA into a major airline. But in private, Hughes remains tormented, suffering from paralyzing phobias and depression. The higher he rises, the farther has to fall.
And hold the bag out to me at a 45-degree angle so I may reach into the bag without touching the paper.
Number 8. Goodfellas, 1990. The film stars are Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci. A young man grows up in the mob and works very hard to advance himself through the ranks. He enjoys his life of money and luxury, but is oblivious to the horror that he causes. A drug addiction and a few mistakes ultimately unravel his climb to the top. Based on the book Wise Guy by Nicholas Pileggi.
It's gonna be a good summer.
I'm proud of you. That is a lot of money for a kid like you, all right?
Number 7. Raging Bull, 1980. The film stars are Robert De Niro, Kathy Moriarty, and Joe Pesci. The story of middleweight boxer as he rises through ranks to earn his first shot at the middleweight crown. He falls in love with a gorgeous girl from the Bronx. The inability to express his feelings enters into the ring and eventually takes over his life. He eventually is sent into a downward spiral that costs him everything. This is an incredibly unpleasant film about a particularly unpleasant man. However, as the main character is so unpleasant and awful, the film is hard to stop watching.
Bring it over. Bring it over. It's like a piece of charcoal. Bring it over here.
You want your steak?
Yeah, right now.
Good. Here's your steak.
Number 6. The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. The film stars are Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, and Margot Robbie. In 1987, Jordan Belfort takes an entry-level job at a Wall Street brokerage firm. By the early 1990s, while still in his 20s, Belfort founds his own firm, Stratton Oakmont. Together with his trusted lieutenant and a merry band of brokers, Belfort makes a huge fortune by defrauding wealthy investors out of millions. However, while Belfort and his cronies partake in a hedonistic brew of sex, drugs, and thrills, the SEC and the FBI close in on his empire of excess.
All to stay focused. Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome. More to make them.
Number 5. Gangs of New York, 2002. The film stars are Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Cameron Diaz. Amsterdam Wallen is a young Irish immigrant released from prison. He returns to the 5 Points seeking revenge against his father's killer, William Cutting, a powerful anti-immigrant gang leader. He knows that revenge can only be attained by infiltrating Cutting's inner circle. Amsterdam's journey becomes a fight for personal survival and to find a place for the Irish people in 1860s New York. Number 4. Shutter Island, 2010. The film stars are Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, and Ben Kingsley. The impossible escape of a brilliant murderess brings U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels and his new partner to Ashcliffe Hospital, a fortress-like insane asylum located on a remote, windswept island. The woman appears to have vanished from a locked room, and there are hints of terrible deeds committed within the hospital walls. As the investigation deepens, Teddy realizes he will have to confront his own dark fears if he hopes to make it off the island alive.
Could you stop that? Please? Stop that! Please! Stop!
Do you know a patient named Andrew Latis?
Do you? No! No!
Number 3. Casino, 1995. The film stars are Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, and Joe Pesci. In early 1970s Las Vegas, low-level mobster Sam Ace Rothstein gets tapped by his bosses to head the Tangiers casino. At first, he's a great success in the job, but over the years, problems with his loose cannon enforcer Nicky Santoro, Joe Pesci, his ex-hustler wife Ginger, Sharon Stone, her con artist ex Lester Diamond, James Woods, and a handful of corrupt politicians put Sam in ever-increasing danger. Martin Scorsese directs this adaptation of Nicholas Pileggi's book.
So cold that I was given paradise on earth. I was given one of the biggest casinos in Las Vegas to run, the Tangiers.
Number 2. The Irishman, 2019. The film stars are Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. In the 1950s, truck driver Frank Sheeran gets involved with Russell Bufalino and his Pennsylvania crime family. As Sheeran climbs the ranks to become a top hitman, he also goes to work for Jimmy Hoffa, a powerful teamster tied to organized crime. The screenplay is excellent, disclosing in flashbacks the life of the gangster Frank Sheeran, performed by Robert De Niro. Martin Scorsese is certainly one of the best directors of mafia films.
I heard he's having an altercation in McCann, but I don't know.
Yeah, you people. That's what you said, right, Jim?
And finally, number 1. Taxi Driver, 1976. The film stars are Robert De Niro, Judy Foster, and Sybil Shepherd. Suffering from insomnia, disturbed loner Travis Bickle takes a job as a New York City cabbie, haunting the streets nightly, growing increasingly detached from reality as he dreams of cleaning up the filthy city. When Travis meets pretty campaign worker Betsy, he becomes obsessed with the idea of saving the world, first plotting to assassinate a presidential candidate, then directing his attention toward rescuing 12-year-old prostitute Iris.
Talking to me? Well, who the hell else are you talking? Talking to me?
There you have it, movie buffs, the top 10 Martin Scorsese movies that deserve a prime spot on your must-watch list. Join me next time as we explore more cinematic wonders that will rock your world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which Scorsese film is your all-time favorite.